it's cleaner, and it's greener. We've said yes to community policing and new programs for young people, and no to gangs and guns. We've said yes to transit, green bins and smart garbage solutions, and no to pollution and litter. And we've said yes to a beautiful waterfront and no to a busy commercial airport. We've said yes to our vision.
Is the quality of life better in Toronto today than it was 3 years ago? Has anything really improved? The answer I hear is no.
I'm running to draw attention to the critical issue of waste diversion, which, together with decreased use of the automobile and improvements in energy efficiency, are key to a sustainable Toronto.
Initially, the idea was that when Miller announced that he was rerunning, what crossed my mind immediately was, I'm running for mayor, and it was based completely on a lark. I was running for the idea that I could run. And then after a while, I was at City Hall getting my marriage license, and while I was there, I said, you know what? Today's the day. And I went in, I signed up, and about a week later, I decided to take it seriously and built a team, got a campaign manager, writers, and we started working on our platform and proceeded. And that is the reason I'm running for mayor.
I am running for the position of mayor because I am confident that I could help the people that need help instead of helping the people that already have more than abundance or enough to have a great time all their lives while others suffer and slave for them. I believe in what I believe. I have faith in myself and the plans that I have drawn up, written about, and talked about.
Hello everybody, my name is John Porter and I am a candidate for the Mayor of City of Toronto. I am a fringe candidate, but not fringe loony, because I have a lot of good ideas and I would like to have my ideas incorporated one way or another in the next government. And the best way to do that is to elect me. And I think there's a possibility, if you're wanting to do that, because I am one of the people. I'm an ordinary guy. I am not a politician. I do know how to get things done. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to free up the city.
I'm running because of the necessity that we have to university educate the youth of Canada. Miller gave $40 million for more police of the youth of Canada, and that $40 million would have university educated every youth in Toronto in order to preserve this planet, which is going to be nuclearized. There's no question about that. And this is my good wife here. She was president of our CUPE local for 20 years. What have we got over here in this one now? And that's just the sign up there when she retired, that's all. This is my father was a colonel in the First World War. And that's his recognition.
Cyber powwow, because how can just me or a bunch of politicians save Mother Earth? And it's time to heal ourselves and heal the planet. Landfills poison our watershed, incinerators poison our air. We have to think about 7 generations from now, and there's so many issues we need to come together and powwow now, and you can get a hold of me at natradio.com.
I've sort of lost my faith in politicians, and I don't think that they have the solutions or the way politics is run in Canada or this whole planet, that they can actually make any change happen. So I had the idea of the World Peace Festival Cyber Powwow, uniting and bringing all the people together so that we can all have a summit and talk circle so that everybody can put all their good ideas together and we can hash all the problems and solutions out until we're done, not just skate over it really quickly like they do in these sort of election campaigns. I think these people need to be challenged because they're not being challenged. They can just say, oh, I'm sweeping Toronto clean, but really they're sweeping it under the rug when they're just putting it into a landfill and just burying it, getting rid of the garbage.
I am Ratan Wadhwa, popularly known as Charlie the Flower Guy. I'm a full member of the Actors Union and a member of the Screen Actors Guild. and my platform is I'm a liberal socialist and I'm running for the mayor. I think this is one of the best cities and one of the best countries in the world according to the United Nations, where a foreigner can have the kind of privileges which are liberal and socialist for his security in this country. No other country in the world would give a foreigner that kind of privileges in this city and in this country.
Well, an experienced politician is an experienced racketeer. By definition, he's probably capitalist, unquestionably capitalist in Canada. And capitalism killed 20 million in 1914, 1919, 36 to 45, 40 million, and is going to nuclearize this planet. So your experienced politician is in fact a gangster.
I believe that you don't have to actually be someone who's already stood in politics. You have to understand the development and growth of a city from being part of the city. Any citizen of Toronto should and has the ability to use their vote, their voice, and it's much more appreciated to the voter when someone on their own level is speaking to them clearly, as opposed to talking around them, much like many lawyers or people who have been at a city council have had their views of the finances of the city. You need someone with fresh eyes, and that's why, I mean, there's 38 candidates, and 20 of them who have never seen the inside of the council chambers are there for the purpose of proving that any of us can do it and should do it, because we are the people speaking out for ourselves.
Don't forget, it's not necessarily the best leaders that are elected, it's the best followers. The wealthy like to place people, the people in charge and in power like to place people that are there not to change things. That's why the 3 this time and 5 last time top candidates are the press's favorite. So when you elect those, or the people, the majority vote, they vote like sheep because they listen to what the newspapers, television, and radio tell them, and they don't do their own research. They don't really look at other candidates because the newspapers had not led them to that trough.
Here's what I don't understand. In 2000, David Miller stood and fought tooth and nail against the purchase of the Adams Mine, a plan to dump our waste in someone else's backyard. In 2006, he stood and championed the purchase of a landfill in someone else's backyard. This is hypocrisy. And I think one of the principal purposes of so-called fringe candidates to draw attention to individual issues like waste diversion. David Miller's sum total contribution to waste diversion the past 3 years has been the inclusion of tubs and lids to the blue box. That's it. Tubs and lids. He's trying to take credit for Green Bin, which was halfway across the city by the time he even took office. We should be getting food scraps out of apartments, and we're 3.5 years behind in that particular project. I've forgotten more about waste than David Miller, Jane Pitfield, or Stephen LeDrew combined will ever know.
I think my platform is different from the experienced politician, since I'm a liberal socialist. Nobody else has that platform, and I think I can deliver the goods. I'm a people's person, and I'm sure that the people would have confidence in me and vote for me.